The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready, 95-56. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Chant.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Ready? 5-9. That's it, baby. We're going to kill. 61. Match box. Right.
From the 27, Brees. And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Connor, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
A breakaway for Michael Thomas. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 99 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
6-6, bullet high.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Alert, alert.
On 1st down, it's Connor. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. Give him 42 yards on the ground. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McDonald. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. This is Connor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Buying, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and this is picked up by the Saints. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30. The 20. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
To throw is Breeze. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger on the left side. It's McDonald.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route? Letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Check, 47. 3 buzz. Joker.
They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Big Ben going to take it himself. And he will push forward and pick up the first down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
50.
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Blue 30. Mike 27. Rip left. Rip left. Easy.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, 38 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground, as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively, and now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively, they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he finds Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
Ready?
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Breeze. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. A good pickup there at 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Breeze now to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
16 yards, a first down. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Again, it's Breeze. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Blue down.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. On third down, Connor, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth.
He's checking.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now Roethlisberger to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's McDonald. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 40. Roethlisberger now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Here's Connor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Now on 2nd and 16. Roethlisberger. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Kill.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Results in a 4th down.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
47 Mike. 47 Mike.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And he's got Moncrief. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Check, 47. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
They'll run here with Connor. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it then. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. That's caught. The former USC Trojan, Xavier Grimble. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Roethlisberger now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Now Connor. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Alex Anzalone, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Connor. And some room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. That's McDonald. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone,
and he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pick, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the 39, Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. Breeze going to throw. And Josh Hill has it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
Ready? You ready? 55. I'm coming up to you. I'm coming up to you.
Breeze now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Arnold. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a third down. Now Breeze. And complete right side to Cook. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. Here's Breeze to throw. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. And he's got it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill there to make the grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. 53. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Watch the run. Go, go. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Let's go, let's go.
Now Breeze. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw again on second down, Roethlisberger. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. On the left side, it's McDonald. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert On 3rd and inches. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Breeze going to go on 4th down.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And this one's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got to jump. Here. After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D.
Maybe a free play now for Roethlisberger. And that was knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.